Hello everyone. Today uh, we will be discussing about the last topic in this particular playlist, right? MS-SQL server. Basically, we will be discussing about the fourth normal form and multi-valued dependency. Fourth normal form and multi-valued dependency, right? So here, previously we had discussed about the 3NF or the third normal form, right? So not third normal form, we had discussed about the Boyce code normal form, right? So today we'll be discussing about the fourth normal form or and multi-valued dependency basically. So here, what is this one fourth normal form? Basically, a table is in fourth normal form or 4NF if it is in Boyce code normal form or BCNF. A table is in 4NF if it is in BCNF or the Boyce code normal form and has no multi-valued dependencies Just give me a second here. So here again, a table is in fourth normal form or 4NF if it is an BCNF or Boyce code normal form and has no multi-valued dependencies. This is strict, right? So we have already discussed about the multi-valued fields and multi-type fields. Multi-type fields and multi-valued fields we have already discussed, right? So we should be having the knowledge on it. So we will be discussing what is multi-valued dependencies and what it takes the table to be in the 4NF or 4 this one, what do we call fourth normal form. Let's check the same one. So I'll just come here. So the definition part here, let's go with this. We have went with the definition part already. So let me explain certain things before going with the example, right? So just keep this in mind, these things. Multi-valued dependencies happen when one attribute in the table independently determines multiple values of the another attribute. Again, I'm saying this is very important, man. One attribute, multi-valued dependencies happen when one attribute in the table independently determines multiple values of another attribute. One attribute in the table independently determines multiple values of another attribute. These should be split into separate tables. Instead of writing that in the same table, um, attributes I'm speaking of. Instead, we should split them into the separate tables. We have to split them into separate tables, right? I hope this part is completely clear. And let's go with the example part here. Example part. So first, let's go with the bad table. Nothing but which violates the fourth normal form. Which violates fourth normal form. Let's do that first, and then let's go with the what do you call main this one. Then let's see the fix. Let's see the fix months. Then we will be going with the table. We'll be creating the table which is basically in the fourth normal form, right? First, let's go with a bad example. So bad table basically, not bad example. So here, let me go with create table. So let me go with the table name student project hobby, right? So here within this table, so I'll just go with the student id. This one is in the int. This one is in the int. Next, let me go with the project. So this one will be varchar of 100. So this is fine. So it will be varchar of 100. So next one is hobby. So this one is n varchar of, so this one is 100. So this one is 100. So this is fine. Hope this part is completely clear, man. So I've just went with these three fields: student id, project, and hobby, right? So this is fine. So let me insert the values into the student project hobby table. So I'll just paste this one. So this is nothing but student ID. This is nothing but the project database design, and this is nothing but the hobby, nothing but the reading. Same goes with the other three values. This one as well. This record. This one. 10, 11, 12, 13. Right. So I hope this part is completely clear. So now here you have to observe one thing: project and hobby. So this one, project and hobby, are independent multi values of student id. They are the, again, just listen to this: project and hobby. Project and hobby. Here on this case, project, what we have, database design, SQL engine and SQL engine. This one, product and hobby, project and hobby. Reading music. This one, they are independent multi-values of the student ID. They are independent multi-values of the student ID, because student ID, we have same student ID for the four, right? So project and hobby are the independent multi-values of the student ID. So here this violates the 4NF or the fourth normal form. This violates the 4NF or the fourth normal form, right? So let me execute this one. Uh, so yeah, we are getting four rows at this one affected, right? So we are getting four rows affected. So here we are just inserting, we are not displaying anything, right? So this is fine. Let me delete this one. So let's see the fix for it. Let's see the fix for it. Means we have to apply the 4NF, right? So instead of um, dealing with the instead of dealing with the what did we deal with basically, instead of dealing with the multi values of student ID accordingly with the last example, so let's do one thing. Let's apply the fourth normal form here. So I'll just go with create table. So this one is student project, this one is student project. So within the student project, basically I'll just go with the two fields or the parameters. One is student ID, so this will be int, and another one is this one project. So I'll just go with the project, so this will be in varchar, right? So this is 100, right? So I'll just uh, move on with the next one. Let's create one more table called student hobby. So I'll just go with create table. So this one will be student hobby, this one will be student hobby. So this is fine. So within this table, so what shall we do? I'll just go with the two fields or the parameters. One is student ID and another one is hobby. So I'll just go with student ID. So this is int. This is nothing but hobby here. This is nothing but hobby here. So this will be I'll just go with a varchar. So I'll just give the value 100. 100 is enough, man. This is fine. 100 is enough. So let me do one thing. Let's insert some values independently to the student project and student hobby values. So this one tables. Let's insert the values independently to the student project table as well as the student hobby table. Just give me a second here. So let me come here. Let me paste it over here. We have inserted these values to the student project table, and we have inserted these values to the student hobby table, right? So now, uh, if I try to run this one, this will get executed. So two rows affected, right? So here I'll just explain what I have done. So instead of considering single table which violated fourth normal form, because we went with the multi values, right? So instead of doing that, we went with the two separate tables with no redundant combinations at all. We went with two separate tables without any redundant combinations here. Again, I'm telling, this part is very important, man. This is it for the 4NF, right? So fourth NF, nothing but fourth normal, what do we call this one, fourth normal form, right? So here, to be in the fourth normal this one form, there shouldn't be multi-valued dependency, as well as it has to be in the uh, third normal form, right? So these two things, it are the criteria to be the in the basically fourth normal form. For the table to be in the fourth normal form, it shouldn't contain any multi-valued dependency, and also this one, what do we call, uh, and also it should be third normal form compliant, right? So this one we have to keep in mind. Basically these things we have to keep in mind, right? So now we have created two separate tables with no redundant combinations here. So this is completely fourth normal form compliant. This is completely fourth normal form compliant, and this is in the third normal form, and also we don't have the multi-valued dependency. Also we don't have the multi-valued dependencies here, right? So this is set to be in the fourth normal form, right? So this is the simple example for the fourth normal form. Again, I'll just summarize this one, what we have learned till now. So fourth normal form eliminates the multi-valued dependencies, right? So here we have created separate tables and we have eliminated the multi-valued dependencies. Basically, fourth normal form eliminates the multi-valued dependencies, and also it ensures every attribute depends only on the key and not multiple independent lists. Also, it ensures every attribute depends only on the key and not multiple dependent lists, right? So just keep this in mind. Also, it ensures every attribute depends only on the key and not multiple independent lists. So this is it for the fourth normal form. And also this is the last topic of the MySQL, MS-SQL server, right? So MS-SQL basically. This is the last topic. So I have went in depth. I just went through some more topics. I have went through some more topics. If you want to go in depth, you can just go in depth as well. So these are the topics I felt that you have to know at any cost, right? So these are the topics I felt that we have to know this one at any cost, right? Before working on any project. Suppose we might make use of the this one MS-SQL, right? So in any project, we can just make use of the this one MS-SQL. We have uh, done this one. What do we call? So I didn't uh, this one discuss MySQL part, I think. So MySQL I learned. So whatever I learned, that I have uploaded on the this one on my GitHub. You can just go through that. You can just go through that, and we have solved n number of problems. I think we have solved 50 problems, 50 SQL problems from the lead code as well, right? So MySQL problems using MySQL basically, right? So we have done that one, and I have. Now we have the knowledge on MS-SQL as well. So this one I did it last year as well. This one I did it last year as well. Uh, for some purpose, I deleted it later. I deleted it later. Some videos. Right. So MS-SQL part. Now we are done with the MS-SQL part. So we have to know these topics at any cost. We have to know these topics at any cost, in my opinion. Right. So we have discussed most we have discussed the important topics. We have discussed the important topics. Next, what we'll be doing next, the funny thing is we'll be going with the Python, right? So we have done n number of projects using JavaScript and Java. Means JavaScript, I have done many projects on the JavaScript, basically on the front end and the back end using MySQL as well as the this one, what do we call, MongoDB as the database, right? So I have done n number of projects and also have worked in the companies as well. I also have worked on the JavaScript in different companies, right? So mainly I have worked on the React, and initially I worked a bit on the Angular as well, right? I have done several projects on React and Angular, and also vanilla JavaScript, and also I was involved in the competitive coding around 2 years with the Node.js, 1.5 years with the Node.js, right? So I'm good with the Node.js, JavaScript part. I hope I'm good with the JavaScript part. And also, what are the things I did? So I started lead coding in 2022, I think. So before that one, I just used to solve the problems in Geeks for Geeks, basically, right? So here, GFG, basically. Now, I have been lead coding. I have been involved in this one. What do we call? Code forces as well. So previously I used to solve the problems on this thing, Node.js. Node.js. So I'm not going with that account now. Now I have started completely solving the competitive coding problems using Java, and also lead code. I have been completely solving the problems using the Java. So now I have to learn Python at any cost. So I don't know P in Python. Uh, Before years, right, I did a very basic course on Python. To be frank, I don't know P in Python. To be frank, I have to learn that one from the scratch. I have to learn Python from scratch. From tomorrow, it will be completely fun. It will be complete fun. Let's learn the complete basics of Python. Let's learn complete basics of Python. Right, from tomorrow. Let's learn complete basics of the Python from tomorrow. So we are done with the MS-SQL part, and along with it, every day we will be solving this one code forces problem and the lead code problem. That we will be solving two problems. One problem on the this one, what do we call, code forces, and one problem from the lead code. right? If possible in the future, we can solve this one instead of code forces. I'll be going with the code forces or the code chef, right? So these two I prefer. Basically, either I can go with the code chef code forces problem or the code chef, right? So here now we'll be solving the CP and the lead code problems parallelly, right? So now we are done with the MS SQL part. So Python is completely new for me. So let's start learning the Python, or let's start discussing about the Python from tomorrow, right? So let's start discussing the Python part from tomorrow. First, what we'll do, we'll learn complete basics for 1 week. So then let's go with the Python and the fast API. Let's go with the Python and fast API. These two things I'll be doing for the YouTube, and I'll be going with the Django, that I'll not be doing for the YouTube. Frameworks usually I'll not be doing with the YouTube unless I'm working on it completely. I'll start that one completely later. I'll do React, Angular, this one, what do we call? React, Angular, Spring Boot, or the Django, or Node or Express, right? So these things, I'll be making videos on them later. I'll be making videos on them later. For now, I'll not be making videos on any framework. So so basically I'll be let's discuss the basics of Python. Let's discuss complete basics of Python for 1 week. Next, let's hop into the this one, Python and the fast API. Python and the fast API. Let's do these two along with the this one. What do we call? Solving this one, code forces or the code chef problems and the lead code problems, right? So this is what I'm thinking of. So we are done with the MS SQL part, right? So we are done with the MS SQL part. So I hope whatever the concepts that we discussed is completely clear, man. The last topic that we discussed was this one, fourth normal form. I'm just ending it here, so I can just go in depth. These are the concepts I felt that we have to know at any cost, right? So yeah, now for now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.